Hey, what's up everyone? We're back in Albania at Skenderbeg Square here. So nice to be back. This is our favorite restaurant in all of Albania. It's called Timmy's and it's fantastic. The decor is amazing. Hey Steph, how's it going?
Good, how are you doing?
Good, just making a little video of Timmy's.
The best place in town.
How was the food?
Absolutely awesome, as always. We were attracted to this place like our first day in Tirana before. It took us a couple of days to come here, but we've been coming back ever since. We're devotees. Well, we've had a really quiet day in Tirana because I took a tumble and I sprained my ankle and I've just been resting all day. It was actually quite painful, but I can still eat. So we are at our favorite restaurant here in Tirana. It's called Timmy's. It's got great beer. It's got great food, and we're about to show you some of that because we've ordered our favorite dishes. Well, this is our dinner for tonight, and this is called tabudeu, and it is a traditional casserole of meat and cheese. They make it homemade here. You eat it with bread. We also have some homemade chips, which are really delicious, and a Greek salad, and we got beets extra in there, so ready to have a good feed tonight.
Morning guys, we've just had our brekkie. And we're heading out for a coffee on the streets of Tirana.
Yep, so we're just leaving our hotel there. It's pretty central. It's not far to walk anywhere. And yeah, we've heard there's great coffee in the area, so we're gonna go try some.
Yeah, in Tirana there's more coffee shops than anywhere else in the world. It's said that after the socialist government fell here, most people didn't know what to do to earn income. So they'd heard that the easiest thing to do was to open a small coffee shop, and coffee took off, and now it's one of the favorite pastimes of locals.
Yes, it's very much a part of the culture here, and as Astrid has said to us before, a friend here, everything happens over coffee. Deals are done, marriages happen, everything happens over a cup of coffee.
Yeah, so coffee's central to the culture in Albania. So let's go and suss out a coffee at this place that's not too far from our hotel. And here's this coffee shop which seems really popular with locals. So we'll grab a table and see how they do a cappuccino here.
Our coffees have arrived, two very nice looking cappuccinos, and that is a whole 240 lek, which is about $2.20 for two cappuccinos. We're going to enjoy this, and yeah, that was $2.20 New Zealand, by the way, which is even cheaper in US, so awesome value. All right, so that was an excellent cup of coffee, and now that we're kind of feeling a bit rejuvenated, we're gonna head over to Skenderbeg Square, which is the big socialist square kind of in the center of town, and there are a lot of things to see in the area around it. So we're gonna show you some of those and introduce you to the center of the city. Hello from Skenderbeg Square in Tirana. So we're going to take the time in this vlog to kind of go back and tell you about the first impressions of Tirana. We're actually reminiscing in this segment because this isn't our first time here, it's our second time here. But we really enjoy this city, and we think that it's great to share with people the feelings you get when you come here. So come with me, I'll take you on a little journey to see the sights of this little city. And might I add, it is much busier here than when we were here in April. I barely recognized the place because of all the people. I expected it to be a lot quieter, but obviously the summer is in full swing here in Tirana. So behind me is Hembe Mosque, and unfortunately it's under renovation. It's right here on the square, but thanks to the Turkish government, it is being fixed up a bit. We can't go in today because it's closed, but you could tell that it's a lovely little mosque, and there's a lot of nice paintings and such.
This is the statue of Skenderbeg. Skenderbeg is your Albanian hero. He was captured as a child by the Ottomans and he grew up and fought in the Ottoman army. After a period, however, he turned on his masters and instead rallied an army to defend Albania from the Ottomans. In certain parts of the country, he defeated the Ottomans and held them off for many years. Upon his death, however, the Ottomans once again succeeded. But Skenderbeg is a hero in all sense of the word, and his name and statues can be seen frequently throughout Albania.
So this is the National Historical Museum in Albania, here in Tirana, and you can see a mosaic at the top called the Albanians, and basically it illustrates the struggle for liberation and the struggle against foreign powers throughout Albanian history. And it is considered one of the finest examples of late Albanian socialist realism. Unfortunately, once again, is under renovation. You see a lot of renovation going on here. So we can't actually go in, and also a little bit unfortunately there is a vaccination tent right in front of it, so we can't even get a good shot. But I guess on the plus side, at least vaccinations are readily available and here in the square.
Okay, so we're in the center of the square here. Like every good socialist square, there's a giant flag. Unfortunately, the wind's not blowing today, so we can't see it in all its glory. But as we move closer to this building, this is the Opera House. And there's a fantastic cafe here called Opera Cafe. The first time we came here, we ordered mochachinos. And little did we know, they were laced with alcohol. Very strong alcohol.
So it was our first day in this city. We were exhausted. We just thought, oh, we'll have a little mochaccino to calm down. It was quite late in the evening, and all of a sudden we're having this really strong alcohol. So actually we just laughed and thought, hey, if this is how Albania rolls, we're gonna love this country.
It was quite a funny moment. It's a lovely city. First impressions are that it's quite quiet, but you start to appreciate that, and it's lovely. The people are very accommodating, very helpful, very friendly.
It's a flat city too, so you can just walk basically anywhere quite easily and not exert yourself too much. So there's lots of places to stop and have a coffee as well if you want to.
Yeah, they do top coffee here. We've just ordered 2 hot chocolates. They're like a dessert here. You'll be quite amazed.
So one thing that surprised us about our first trip to Albania is that their hot chocolate is thick, and it comes hot, and it's kind of like a type of pudding. And so I've heard that this is Italian style, but I don't actually know because I haven't had it in Italy, but it was delicious. You can see that they offer you some sugar. I can't imagine that we need that. Last time it was really quite sweet, so let's just have a taste. See, it's kind of like hot pudding.
Like a mousse.
Like a mousse. Yeah, that's what I remember. It's delicious. It does not matter that it's hot here and that it's summer. This is what I want to have.
So we have a white chocolate and a milk chocolate. Do you want to try the white chocolate?
Yeah, I was too excited about the other one, but I'll try the white chocolate as well. Yeah, it's my first time trying the white chocolate one. I definitely prefer the chocolate, the other chocolate, but it tastes like warm white chocolate melting in your mouth. So yeah, depending what your preference is, either of them are absolutely delicious. And
how much
for the price, 400 lek, which is about $4 for the 2 of them, New Zealand. So here we are at the scene of the crime. If you look there, 3 days ago, I was heading to have some fun and visit all the sites in Tirana when I fell off the sidewalk and twisted my ankle and cried, and I couldn't get up here. So I wouldn't let Susan video me as much as she wanted to, but she did take a couple of pictures that she's probably going to insert right about now. And as I rolled around on the sidewalk, she went over to the Opera Cafe, which we just came from, and they were nice enough to get us ice. And so we wrapped up my leg. I've been resting for almost 4 days now, and I'm finally getting back to normal. I do a dramatic reenactment, but I'm afraid I might not recover from it. I'm 45 years old now, so you know, I don't fall as easily as I used to. So let's just say, if you come to Tirana, watch out for these where the sidewalk falls off.
Yes, it was quite a tumble she took. You can see here.
Yeah, Susan can do the reenactment. My ankle swelled up to twice the size, but now it's almost back to normal and I can walk again. So very happy that today is the brilliant day that I'll be back on the streets of Tirana.
A very famous Albanian, Mother Teresa.
It's great seeing the souvenir stalls in full swing. These weren't open when we were here before.
Yeah, the city's bustling now, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know if it's also because of the warmer weather the locals are out, but there's a lot of people on the streets and it looks great.
Now that's quite a throne for a shoe shine. Wow, and lots of polish. Look at all the different colours. Fantastic. If only I had shoes on, I'd jump up there and get them polished. As we said before, coffee is an integral part of Albanian culture. Here's a bustling one.
And all of the coffee shops, they just line the whole place and they're all bustling.
People love their coffee here and they do a good coffee here too, I have to say. We're heading into the Pazar area. This part of Tirana is called Pazari Ri. There's a Saturday market here, a farmer's market. So we're gonna take you for a little walk around. Obviously we have nuts galore, dried fruits, beautiful blueberries. Olives. More nuts and fruits. And more olives. Some kitchen knickknacks. And some little pots and tiles reminiscent of Turkey in actual fact. Souvenirs, Albania written in them.
There's a lot of really colorful buildings in Tirana, so it's quite nice just to have a look around.
Lots of fruit-based raki and gin.
So first impressions of Pazari Ri is it's not the most interesting of markets. It wasn't exactly pumping even on a Saturday morning. I don't know when the best time is to come here. It's definitely not like a Middle Eastern market with traditional goods and kind of a traditional atmosphere, but it is a nice place to walk around, have a look, have a bit of coffee. So if you come out, you can choose which coffee shop you'd like to sit at. Maybe choose one that's got a lot of action around it so you can people watch and just enjoy people watching on a nice day.
Okay guys, this is one of the 2 bunk art installations they have here in Tirana. These are remnants of the socialist regime of Enver Hoxha, who was a crazy dictator here for some time. He built these bunkers all over the country, believing Albania was going to be invaded by foreign powers. Of course, that never happened. And now these bunkers, at least the ones in Tirana, are being used as museums. Many war relics inside. And on the walls here are some of the people who died under the socialist government's banner of terror.
And the museum's quite haunting. We went the last time we were here. We're not going to go again because we've already been, but if you want to get a sense for the way things were not that long ago in Albania, this is a really good place to come. It's probably one of the best museums to get that sense of what happened.
Yeah, it's only $5 New Zealand dollars entry, so it's worth it.
You can see behind me one of the largest cathedrals here in Tirana, and so you'll notice a lot of times there are mosques and cathedrals quite close together. Although the majority of people in Albania consider themselves to be Muslim, it's actually quite secular, and most of them don't have very strong religious upbringings due to the socialist government that was in charge for so long.
So this is the Resurrection of Christ Orthodox Cathedral. And we're just going to enter now. We need to keep quiet. Fast food Albanian style. Doner, pizza, crepes, toast. Hello. Hello. Hi, thank you. Wow, look at that. That's awesome, eh? Massive. My God. Whoa, look at that.
Oh my gosh. First impressions of Tirana, you'll never go hungry.
Indeed. That's 460 leka. So that's about $4.50 New Zealand. So quite a good feast for two. We're going to share this. And we also got some ayran called tal in Albanian. Delicious salted yogurt drink.
So let's dig in. Okay, so we're just going to show me trying this. This huge plate of food.
It is doner after all. Yeah. Chicken doner.
Chicken doner. Yeah, it's delicious.
Of course it is.
Of course it is. Nice vegetables along with it.
A bit of salad, some
yogurt.
tzatziki.
Happy campers. So this place is called Fast Food Albania. It is not the most creative of names, but it's a great place to have a meal. Super cheap. And like for $4 each, we both had, sorry, for $4 in total, we had that meal of meat, and you just couldn't get that in New Zealand at all. So that's one of the reasons that we left and started traveling around, because we can make our money go a lot further if we come somewhere like Albania. So if you're in Tirana, try it. Albanian fast food. Fast food Albania. Whichever. So today we're going to have a wee wander around Bloku in Tirana. It's the trendiest part of town. It's got some really nice restaurants and some even nicer than usual cafes. So we'll see what there is to see here in this part of town.
Yeah, it's quite a leafy suburb, as you can see. Nicely decorated, a lot of green spaces. Yeah, let's go for a wander. And here's one of the nicest coffee shops in all of Tirana, called Coffee Lab. It's also a roastery. They roast on site and make really great coffee. However, I've already had 2 coffees today. That's what happens here though. In the Balkans, you end up having several coffees every day. Okay, so how many coffees is this today?
This is the 3rd one.
The 3rd for you too?
I can't remember, but yeah, I think so.
Yeah, the 3rd. Yes. And what time is it?
It is almost noon.
It's almost noon. Almost time to move from coffee to beer.
Yes.
So we have 2 small macchiatos here. Coffee Lab makes really nice coffee. The lady told us Colombian beans today.
And as we go through the Balkans, you'll see our coffees are getting smaller and smaller, and this is what tends to happen. Yeah,
so we started off with cappuccinos a long time ago and lattes, and now we're down to macchiatos.
Looks beautiful. Nice cup of coffee.
Is it? Strong, smooth?
Strong, smooth. Yeah, the milk is done really nicely, and yeah, not bitter at all.
So I think it's time for some lunch, eh, Steph?
Yeah, there's a really great Italian restaurant that we like here in Blocku. So we're gonna go there now and probably have a pizza.
Yeah, so nice Italian. They do good pasta too, and even hamburgers. So let's go and have a look. This will be our last meal in Albania.
Very sad.
Yeah, back to Turkey tonight. This is a Pompeii. So we have salami, hot salami, olives and peppers. Delicious.
Yes, we've had it before, so we know how delicious it is.
So that pizza, along with a large bottle of Pellegrino Italian sparkling water, cost us only $9 New Zealand dollars. So hard to beat the prices here in Albania. In fact, they're too cheap. Must be hard for businesses and for staff. Salaries are so low here, but for us, at least, it helps us get through. We're not earning any income at the moment, so being in Albania really helps our dollar go a bit further. All right, so that's it. Thank you. Alright, back out on the streets of Blocku. Let's head back to town. How was that pizza, Steph?
Oh, it was delicious. The absolute best hot salami I've had in a long time.
Yeah, the salami is a nice spicy salami. So we like coming here. Artigiano, if you're in Tirana, definitely a good one. Okay guys, that's it from Albania. So bye for now.
Bye guys.
We're Girls on the Loose. Morning guys. Another early morning flight. It's midnight. Our flight's at 3 AM. So as I said on the Let's Go to Sarajevo episode, hopefully this will be the last of those early morning ones, but I somehow doubt it because these flights are the cheapest, so that's why we end up booking them. Anyway, I'm here at Tirana's International Airport. As you can see, it's quite busy, especially for midnight. Just summing up our Balkans trip, 2 weeks across the Balkans. Fabulous time. Really recommend it for anyone who wants to travel this way when you feel safe to travel again. Catch you heading back to Turkey. Let's give Steph the last word and see how her foot's doing. Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's still there.
It's still looking a bit sore and a bit swollen.
Yep, and I think I'm gonna have to probably go and have it checked out once we get back to Turkey. That said, traveling through the Balkans has been amazing. It felt like travel used to. You know, borders were open, we traveled overland, and it was absolutely fabulous. And so, as you might know, Albania is one of my all-time favorite countries, so I'm a little bit sad to be leaving. But that said, it is time to get back and get ready to start work and settle back into our life in Turkey. So, thank you all for watching, and we're girls on the loose.